Today, I'd like to introduce you to an interesting website which I came across called Word Art. If you're looking to make word clouds, this is the website for you. If you're wondering what is a word cloud is a group of words or phrases or sentences clubbed together to form a cloud of a particular shape. It can be a circle, a butterfly, or any particular shape, and these are used for various purposes to emphasize the words on any kind of presentations, on any kind of meetings where words are important and where you would like to highlight some of the key words of a subject which you are trying to focus on. So if you want to do something like that in a very easy and efficient manner, I came across this word art website for you. Okay, so all you need to do is go to this site called wordart.com. I would link it in my description. Right. So when you go in here, this is what you see. You can obviously create a login for yourself, the purposes of which we would see in some time. And all you need to do is for something quick, you just need to click on create now. This is the interface. So the instructions are pretty clear. We need to input the words, click on visualize, and then we can go ahead and customize however we want. So let us say we have a set of words. Yeah, it need not be a single word, it can be multiple words as well. So once you're ready with your words, you can go ahead and click on visualize. Now what it does is it just picks up all the words. It's not only those particular 4 or 5 words which you have entered, but it creates multiples of it in various uh, fonts, for font sizes and various colors, and places it all over the image so that it gives a wholesome image. And it again has picked up a very default shape which we can go ahead and customize. To the left, what we see here is the list of words, and then we have the shapes. We have tons of shapes going by the theme, a particular artwork, or an event, and you can just go ahead and click on that particular shape, and you will get that image filled with the words that you would like. Again, you will have to click on visualize. There you go. So this is very easy and very interesting, and it's not restricted at all. You can go ahead and customize however you like it. So for our purposes, let me go ahead and take a very simple geometric shape. There you go. So you can go ahead and customize the fonts. There are tons of fonts to choose from, and what whether it should be bold or italics, right? And then the layout is the way in which the fonts or the text should be aligned, and the amount of words. If you say keep as is, it's just going to give you the 4 words which you have entered. But if you do an auto, it would just multiply it and keep it all over the geometric shape that we have selected. And again, you can go ahead and reduce the density as well, or if you'd like to increase it further, you can do that as well, right? And finally, you have something called style. Style is where you define colors, where a default color is picked up based on the shape. But if you go ahead and customize it, and you can have up to probably, all right, I think we have restricted to 8 colors. And when we do that, the image aligns itself to those particular colors. And another tip here is you keep clicking on custom, it will switch between these colors, and you can decide on whichever you like. And there are other options as well to try and make it transparent. And if you have it transparent, you can obviously export it as a PNG so that you will have the transparency intact. And the background image also can be selected, and it can have a color, whatever you choose. So generally need not be the case, you can keep it transparent. And so these are the options related to the style. So one another interesting fact here is, so let's say you have like lots of words, you have tens and thousands of words. How do you input them? You can go ahead and input them in the form of a CSV or an Excel file. You can use it CSV format or paste the text from an Excel in the format here. And CSV is nothing but a comma separated value. So you just have your texts separated with commas in between them and put that here. Or there is also another interesting import option, which is the web. Let's say you want to take a text from the website and then make a word cloud out of that, right? So you go ahead and select the website. I've taken an example of a Wikipedia page of Lace, and I'm just giving that URL here. Keep in mind that it should have text. So if the website is having only images or very few words or letters, maybe it will not be picked up, which is why I chose an easy Wikipedia page, which obviously has tons of text. And also, if you notice, you can use this option to remove common words such as the, as, is. Those kind of common words which might not make sense for your word cloud can be removed by this option. So if you see here, there are lots of words that have been imported, and you go ahead and click on visualize. There you go. With the new font and with the color combinations that we have selected, we have this output, right? So what else can we do here? So if you are logged in with an account, you can save this and edit it later, which is a very helpful feature. What other thing you can do is you can order, in the sense you can order artworks based on the cloud that you have created. For example, mugs, t-shirts, and any other merchandise that can be generated out of this particular artwork. Okay, and basically they have clubbed along with Zazzle, which helps you to make phone cases, bags, t-shirts, hoodies, and so on, right? So this is also an interesting feature from this website, and you can go ahead and share it socially, get a link to share it. And what we need most is to download the images. So you can download it as a standard PNG, which is my favorite because it is much more intact than JPEG. You can also go ahead and download it as a JPEG, and there are other HD formats for which you will have to pay. That's the only payment area here. So all these that we were doing until now, all those are free, and the output that we can get is PNG and JPEG, which is again free. But if you need data and output in a HD format, these are the options that are available, and you will have to pay for those. And even the merchandise that you might be ordering, obviously you will have to pay for those. One other interesting fact is that you can click on print here, and that would export it as a PDF as well. So these are the options that are available in this word art website. It's really interesting and it's very free, and I found it very interesting in comparison with several other word cloud creation websites out there. There are so many other websites which can do this work for you, but this one I really found it interesting. It has lots of customization features, and most often for the presentation format, the resolution that we would need, we can really achieve it with the standard PNG or a standard JPEG. Or you can, as I said, go for a print of a PDF. This is really interesting, which is what I wanted to share with you. Spread the word. Have a good day. Cheers.